Are you ready to say yes to life? If so, in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you one big idea from the movie Yes Man with Jim Carrey and Zooey Deschanel from 2008. Super funny and a super awesome message. Hi there, I'm Mark Phillips, and in this series we talk about big ideas from popular books and movies and essays, all designed to help you get more of what you want in your business and your life. Practical ideas that you can put into practice right now today to start realizing the results and having a better life, right? Improving your experience. If you're new here on this channel, we talk about business and lifestyle design from the inside out, and I'm really glad you tuned in because today we're talking about Yes Man, and this is coming on the heels of a recent video that I just published where I was sharing with you my experience with the popular myth. I was debunking the myth that if it's not a hell yes, it's a hell no. In my personal experience, most, if not all of the time that I've not wanted to do something, whether it's go to an event, go to a party, go to a seminar, do something outside of my schedule, right? Outside of the things that I've got on my schedule, the tasks and projects that I want to do, work on. Most of the times that I've not wanted to go to one of those events, it has turned into an awesome experience. I've either met people that have made my life much more rich and interesting and bettered me in every way, in addition to becoming friend, but also learn things, talk to people. See, the thing about life is that when we connect with other people, we share experience and we learn and we grow, and it's also just joyful to connect, right? Above and beyond networking or learning or knowledge, it's fun to connect with people. And on the podcast, whether they're coaches or counselors, lots of different people have talked about this in their practice. One of the things that their clients have expressed the most dissatisfaction with, and like maybe the foundational missing link in their life, is that they don't feel connected. They either don't feel connected to themselves, right? Maybe they don't know themselves. They don't love and appreciate themselves enough. They don't feel connected to other people. And also they don't feel connected to God or source or whatever you want to call the engine that is behind all of this life experience, right? That's a common thing that coaches and counselors talk to me about and share with me, is that their clients don't feel connected. And so it's really, really huge to be able to connect with one another like that. But in this video, I'm going to share with you this one big idea that was pervasive throughout the movie, and we're going to unpack it a little bit, talk about it from a couple different perspectives. But just to give you a synopsis of the movie, again, it's from 2008. It's super funny. Jim Carrey, Zooey Deschanel, and the premise is that Jim Carrey's character always said no. He was a habitual no, right? It was always like, do you want to go to this event? No. At his job, he was declining people from getting loans. He was declining all the loans, like saying no to all the loans. He was a loan officer at a bank. Every aspect of his life, he was saying no. And in essence, he was saying no to life, right? He was shutting down all opportunities to experience life. That was the core message of him prior to finding this organization, this group that was built upon this idea of yes, right? They say yes to life. And as he gets into this, goes to this seminar, which was very hilarious in and of itself. The whole movie is hilarious, especially if you are into those type of seminars. I'm a big kind of seminar self-help junkie, and I love to go to those. And so you will get a kick out of this because the seminar was hilarious. They're definitely like amplifying the cult-like experiences of those seminars. You know what I'm talking about. So he goes to this seminar. He learns that their way of living is to say yes to everything, every single thing, right? And then, of course, the hilarity ensues after that point. So he's saying yes to everything. But what he is noticing is that his life is improving. He's finding new relationships. He's experiencing new things. He's like learning foreign languages, learning how to play the guitar. All of these things that make life a rich experience as human beings, he's saying yes to, and it's opening up all these different opportunities for him. Now, as you can imagine, there's a point where we can go too far, right? And what he realizes is that because he's saying yes to so many things, people don't take him at his face value. They say, well, you just have to say yes to me. The woman that he's dating at the time, Zooey Deschanel, says, well, you're just saying yes because you have to say yes. And so he has to like pull back and kind of find a middle ground, right? Where he's still open to life, but he's also making his own choices. Because here's the thing. We do need to open ourselves up to life. We do need to say yes to life, right? The message that I want to, well, let me finish this thought, then I'll talk about this core underlying message. But we also want to do things that we want to do, right? Sometimes it's nice to be alone. Sometimes it's nice to be going to a party and meeting other people. Sometimes it's nice to have downtime to work on individual projects. Other times it's nice to go out and collaborate with people, right? The whole idea, and this is nothing new, is balance, right? We need that balance. If you go too much and you're always giving, then you don't have anything, you're not receiving, you're going to burn yourself out. But if you're only receiving and you're not giving, you're going to burn yourself out in that way too. The key is balance. But the one big idea that I want to share with you is this: resistance. In my studies, as I'm studying the art of manifestation and the art of allowing, as Abraham Hicks calls it, resistance is what keeps what we want from coming into our experience, right? So when you're saying no to things, and you're saying no to invites, and you're saying no to opportunities, you're resisting life, right? There's this idea that life is for us, right? Life is an experience for us. And if we say no to all of the opportunities that are coming our way through other people, right? Invitations or asking us if we want to do something or go somewhere. If we say no to all that, we're blocking the flow of life from us. Because I can't tell you the number of times that I've said yes to an event or a party or something, and I've met amazing people. I've had amazing experiences. Amazing ideas or insights have come to me. Maybe you've experienced this. In fact, I'm pretty sure you probably have experienced this in your own life. So when you say yes to life, you allow the flow of life to happen, right? And then it's like carries you on this adventure and journey that we really can't design for ourselves, right? When we surrender and kind of let that happen. And by the way, I should say, as I was watching this movie, I kept thinking about the Surrender Experiment by Michael Singer. And if you haven't read that book or listened to it on Audible, I listened on Audible. It's really amazing. That's what he did, right? He allowed whatever was happening to just happen. He didn't resist anything. And because of that, his life took on an amazing, almost magical quality, almost like fairy tale type quality, right? The things he did and the things he experienced and what happened to him in his life was seriously magical. The specific scene when he got to his property, talking about the surrender experiment just for a moment as I go off on a tangent, and the woman that that was living with him or staying with him was building a house on his property, and he's like, "What are you doing?" Right? And he didn't resist that. He allowed it, even though he didn't want that. He didn't ask her to do that. He just allowed it, and it unfolded. That was another piece of the pie that was unfolding to an amazing experience. So saying yes to life, not resisting life, because that's what the art of allowing is, right? You're allowing abundance to come into your life. You're allowing opportunities to come into your life. You're allowing people to come into your life, right? And assist you or collaborate with you or help you, or you help them, right? When we come into connection with one another, there's all those things going on, right? There's different layers, right? It's so magical, right? If we go through life alone, we miss out on so much of the richness. And this is a practice. Believe me, it's a practice for me as well, because some of the time I get focused on my to-do list or my project list, and I want a cocoon, right? I don't want to go to all these different events. I don't want to hang out with friends. I want to do my work. I want to create my thing. But if I do that too much and I don't find that balance, then I miss out on rich experiences and meeting new people, which is one of the best things in life, right? Incidentally, this video, my idea to do this review for the Big Ideas series talking about Yes Man comes on the heels of my recent video where I talked about debunking the myth that if it's not a hell yes, it's a hell no. And I'll put the link to that video in the description down below if you want to check that out. I think it's a game changer in my own life to just realize that. And I'm talking all about comfort zones there. I'm talking about, resisting doing anything new because, hey, I got what I need. I don't need to go out. I don't need to meet anyone else. Boom. And you kind of cocoon yourself. And then what happens? Life just passes you by. Other people have the fun experiences. You don't get to have the best experience in life. So if you're interested in that, you can check out that video. I guess I'll put the link down below. But the one big idea that I want to share with you, of course, is resistance. And only you know this if you're resisting life. Only you know if you're a little bit out of balance. Maybe it's a daily check-in with yourself and you say, hey, look, am I too focused on my maybe work or introvertedness? And do I need to be a little more extroverted, right? A lot of the successful people in life, they do daily check-ins with themselves and they see where they're at, right? Am I being too reclusive? Or maybe I'm being a little bit too outgoing. I need to pull back a little bit. Because life is this game, right? It's the give and take. It's the being an introvert, being an extrovert. It's balancing all of that out. And that's what makes it a rich experience. If we go too far in either direction, right? If you're saying yes all the time, that's going to be problematic. But if you're saying no all the time, that's also going to be problematic. That middle road that the Buddha talked about, that everyone talks about, balance, the middle road is the way to be, and only you know that for you, right? And so this is where it's really important to get in touch with our inner wisdom. So I want to leave you with this quote that I think is super hilarious, but also really good from the movie. And it goes like this. When you say yes to things, you embrace the possible. You gobble up all of life's energies and you excrete the waste. I love that quote. It's a little bit quirky, but I think it's so apt, right? So what are you saying yes to in your life? What could you be saying yes to? Not just the physical experiences, not just to the people that are in your life, right? But what like metaphysical or spiritual things could you be saying yes to? Could you be saying yes to more abundance? Could you be saying yes to more prosperity? Could you be saying yes to more rich relationships, right? Romantic or otherwise? Could you be saying yes to better health, right? To more wealth and abundance? To more rich experiences? Could you be saying yes to more travel opportunities? All of these things, it doesn't have to be a specific thing in the physical world. We can say yes to the things we want just in a general sense, right? The experiential things we want. That's the heart of manifesting, right? That's the heart of focusing on what you want. Because when you say yes to something, you invite more of it into your experience. What can you say yes to? What do you want more of in your life? Yes, man, it's super funny. I highly recommend it. Good stuff in there. Good stuff in there. Thank you so much for watching. Before you go, I want to invite you to subscribe to my email list at gmarkphillips.com. When you do, I'm going to give you access to a collection of tools that I like to call tools for conscious creators. And what those tools are, they are thought and emotional tools, right? Tools to fix your thinking and the way you feel so that you can tune yourself up and tune yourself into the experiences that you want to have. Louise Hay said that she never tried to fix problems in her life. She always fixed her thinking, and then those problems fix themselves. That's the heart of these tools for conscious creators. Again, you can find them at gmarkphillips.com when you subscribe to my email list, and I'll send you out at least a weekly email idea or insight that I think will be helpful to you on your journey, things that I think about all the time. So thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. That would be super awesome. And until next time, I wish you all the best health, wealth, and success. Bye-bye.